All right, ladies and gentlemen, please get out a tablet and a pen so we can begin. My name is Ray, last name is Reynolds. Write it down. 44 years. Wow. Next year will be 45. Helping people be in front of them on person or online. All I know is, unfortunately in this world, there's a lot of blah, blah, blah. But my blah, blah, blah is going to get you to a million if you want. Like that building right there. That's a $100 million building. $1 million Lamborghini. Again, it's going to be up to you if you actually follow through the ultimate goal. No tablet, no pen. How you going to write it down? So tablet, pen, let's write it down. Let's begin. No pictures, no recording. Now, the things that I got on that right hand side are things I obtained. Okay? I don't like using clip art. But no matter what you do, there's always someone trying to attack you anyway. So let's understand something. When you get to the top and millions and billions like I did, there's always some turd in the bowl trying to give you a bad time. So never forget, it's lonely at the top, but it's fun to do. So the bottom line is I'm online 6 days a week just for you. There I go with that rhyming. Sorry. You see, I got a problem. When I was in school as a little boy, I'd write with both hands and talk at the same time. And I have an IQ of 203. We're told to recall Mustangs, and both sides like, I end up rhyming. Sorry. So if I do that too much today, let me know. But the bottom line is I did write some rap songs for a couple famous clients of mine, and they made some millions and millions of dollars that too. Now, we got to look behind the curtain. I'm sorry. You didn't get to the $1 million dream, to $1 billion dream. Why not? Ask yourself a question. What's today's date? Look at the past. That's the roller coaster of life, faith and persistence. Me, I didn't like being used and abused as a kid, so I wanted to research everything that I could do. I wanted to get off that pier and quit eating out of a trash can. So today, let's understand. You want that 750 score? You better pay attention. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough years ago. He was security chief at TRW in Experian. TRW stood for The Report's Wrong. It was wrong. Simple. Thomas Raymond Woolbridge, they made bicycle parts. Then became Experian. You see, if you want that $100 million building, that $1 million Lamborghini, that $5 million mansion, and race boats, you're going to have a 750 score. Because that's the thing that I do. But I maintain an 841. So you got some fun today. It's up to you. Now, if you need that $100,000 for your business or for you, it's not easy. After I rebuild you, no problem at all. Just let me know as we basically talk about what we can do today. So let's understand. If I add you to my credit system and I rebuild you and give you the rules and tools today, can you follow through, please? You see, you deserve your $5 million mansion too, right? Now the goal is basically teaching the world how to get what? The American dream. But then I need to analyze you. I want to look at your spirit and your Trans-U and Equifax. I want to tell you exactly what you need to do and do most of the work for you anyway. 1,000 steps to millionaire. You can't even screw it up. From there to be a certified CFO. That's with knowledge and not just a title. My legacy when I die, hopefully in 50 years from now, will be the Ray Reynolds University that I leave over $10 billion to. Ultimate goal. Now in my programs, I've always tried to do is to give you back 100% your money, or up to times 10, because it's kind of fun. But again, it's going to be up to you. So let's think about something today. So whatever you invest in a program, I want to give you back personal and business credit to equal at least 100%. Is that okay? So the goal is, let's write down that diagram in front of you. Here's the thing we have to think about. Think about today. All right? Wherever you're at right now, think in your city. Have you seen Bank of America file bankruptcy and shut down locations? Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank, Chase Bank. Have you seen grocery stores, cities? See, they screw up or make a decision, and then they write off on their taxes. So you have to understand, you bring the pain home because you don't know how to play. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth with you. So we got to look at Bank of America, Chase Bank, all right, U.S. Bank. Now, I'm going to talk about Wells Fargo, who stole my identity while I was in a coma twice. They were indicted for $18.6 billion in 2016. They're indicted. What do they get to do? Write it all off. Now, the other day, they got indicted for another $4 billion. That bank's the biggest crooks you've ever seen. That's what they said on CNN. But again, it's going to be up to you. But you know what they're going to do? No matter how crooked they are and they get ripped off people and they got to pay a fine, they get to write it off. Wow, that really hurt. Your problem is you bring the pain home. And then you go home and go, boo-hoo-hoo. You see, we got to look at Sam's Club, too. Why? Do you know they shut down 63 locations 2 years before pandemic in California alone? All right, so they bankrupt the location, get a tax credit. You bring the pain home because you got what? You jacked up this and got stuck, couldn't ride out diddly squat. You did it to yourself. Congratulations. You should never bring the pain home. Now we look at Geico, a Warren Buffett company. This year, California, they shut down all 38 locations, bankrupt, fired everybody, but they're still on TV. They made a business decision. See, that's how it plays. You see, you got 11 cities that fall bankruptcy too. How does a city fall bankruptcy? Well, they created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy into the Federal Protection Act. Bankrupt the debt, stay in business. Simple. Your problem is you don't know how to play. Now, I wrote Winning the Game of Business 44 years ago. Maybe you want to learn how to play today. Number 1 for you, stop bringing the pain home. Number 2, become a certified CFO with knowledge, rules, and tools. And reprogram your brain into millionaire status. I brought in my first million at 14 and a half. Why didn't you? I'm the inventor of Car Finder, by the way, and a couple other things besides that, too. See, you got choices today. You can see it, believe, and go get it, or you can follow like a bunch of sheep. And that's what most people do. Today, I want you to understand my blueprint. I want you to learn to play. First thing we have to start at is the rules and tools. 14th Amendment of the Constitution. You didn't pay attention to. Why not? I did. I understand how to play. You see, a corporation became a legal person 153 years ago. So you get to play the same game as the United States of America and rich and famous people too, if you learn to play. Now, my thought of the week, and I have one every week, probably every day. Simple. Father God, love me tomorrow as you loved me yesterday, because today I'm a sinner. We all sin every day. I'm a pastor and I still sin. I'm going to say it this way or that way. I've been fighting since the day I could walk. Your problem, sorry, some of you don't have any fight left. I don't understand that. I was born in a taxi, and I didn't like being used and abused. So let's understand something today. I'm going to do my best while God does the rest. Amen to that too. We got choices today, and the biggest problem we got is you. You're holding yourself back. You're afraid you can't do this. All right? The bottom line is, understand, you can get to a million right away. You know, yesterday I popped a guy a $1 million card because it's unlimited. All right? He still had bad credit or jacked up things, but he's got to learn to play. And that's the ultimate goal for all of you. So let's think about today. If you could follow through and pay attention today, you can get to the $1 million dream. No, we got to look at structure. Here's the problem. Half you have a corporation. Oh, goody for you. You paid thousands of dollars to an attorney, a CPA, and a corporation service, and you didn't learn diddly squat. You ought to sue them. You see, the reality is there's no value in a corporation piece of paper. I found out it was free when I was 9.5 years old, a little filing fee. So let's draw this little map again. Here's a corporation, and I want it to be a management company. If you're allowing your corporation to do business, when they sue it, they sue you. That's called stupidity. And you're not stupid. You do stupid things because you don't know how to play. All right? The lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. You got to learn to play. Corporation's a what? Legal person? It's a management company. You set up your line of defense, so if a division screws up, you bankrupt that and go get another one, another one, another one. Come on, your banks and grocery stores do this in your face. Isn't it about time you learn to play? But that's up to you. Stop bringing the pain home. Ultimate goal. So you got to put your ducks in a row. That's what they said when I was a kid. Had to give them the answer to that too. So we got choices today. All right, I think everyone's just like a bunch of sheep. Why? Why do people follow and just do what they're told to do without asking the word why? Why? I want to understand how it works, or I won't do it. You know, I'll bet you had a friend and family member rip you off too. All right, sorry, you allowed that to happen to you. Today, I'd like you to stop following like sheep and learn what you can do for yourself. Is that okay? Ultimate goal, but you got a choice today. I'm the incorporated for rich and famous people, even some past presidents too. People coming out of prison, and homeless people as well. I think anybody can get to $1 million dream. Simple. But everybody seems to do the same silly thing. They sit around the kitchen table And they talk to their friends and family talking about a business. Oh, goody, let's do it. And then they look at each other going, where are we going to get the money? Why don't we hawk the house, jack up the credit cards, and screw it up, can't basically write up dilly squat, and bring the pain home? Almost even did that. Probably all of you. Sorry. That's what you did. Oh, you want me to be nice? I'm going to be nice when I get you to the million. Until then, let's push you up the hill. Your problem is you didn't learn to play. And that's on you. Today, I've been doing this for 44 years. Where the blank have you been? I don't get it. Write down today's date. Today's date. Let's project 90 working days. Let's see it, believe it, go get it. I like mansions. Don't you like that one? That's just one of the collection. $25 million mansion. All right, got to have the yacht, have 3 in the backyard, Lamborghini, and $100 million building too. Why not? You can do the same thing. Now, when I sold the Millionaires Founders Kit at the Bonaventure for 32 years, I was the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles. Isn't that fun? But I sold it for $5,000. It's a blueprint for $1 million. When I did the real estate and millions and millions and billions of dollars, I invented Homestead Blocker, UCC One Chattel Mortgage. And if you're an expert in real estate, please tell me what I just said. You have no idea. The reality is, but you've been doing 100,000 to $1 million. Big deal. Let's learn to really play. Now, the financial series, how about Become the Bank? I wrote that out of Nevada. Before I died in a coma, you know I was the largest registered agent in the world. I sold more than 10 times Nevada Corp. Anywhere on the planet to this day. Now, all the books and CDs are about $3,000. Today, you get it for $9.99. Or if you spend $1,000 with me, I'll give it to you for free. There you go. You see, starting a business is not easy. It's like you falling off the cliff. You don't know if they're going to catch you. You don't know if they're going to knock you down. But you got to be brave enough to hold your breath. Don't ever be comfortable. You have a problem today. It's very simple. You have 10 days left. You have so much work to do while you're sitting there watching me. You have 10 days left. That means you have 6 working days that a corporation, a division needs to be filed now. You want the 2 years. You have no idea what I'm talking about yet, but you will. See, my journey was not so easy. I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me, so she threw me away. Not nice, but oh well, what can I say? Today, your journey can begin with me. But understand, I got to be with Mrs. Hope. That was fun. Now, every morning, this is my routine. I'm up at 2:25 in the morning, on my knees, thanking Jesus for another day. Then I go look in the mirror. Come on. When's the last time you looked in the mirror and put yourself in check? All right, you just go, I'm a sheep. I got no mommy going, daddy. I got no family. All right, I got used and abused, and I had to do one thing, get out of hell. So what did I do? What I do every day since I was 2.5. I look in the mirror and I ask myself 2 questions. Have I completed everything? Is there more to be done? I won't sleep till I finish my day. You left things undone yesterday. You got to stop that. By the way, I think you let your mind get clouded in direction because you listen to your friends and family. It's about time you understand how to play. Now here it is, July 4, 2009. Got 3 yachts in my backyard. I'm helping people 6 days a week worth millions and billions. Nobody cares, but I'm helping people like you. What did I do? Wife wants to take people on one of the yachts to watch the fireworks. So we watched. Had a good night. Next day I'm in a coma. Someone had H1N1. All right, my CPA told my wife to sign a POA, stole my life. Nurse asked if I was a donor. They're going to rip out my heart and take it away. But I got a choice that day to stay in peace or go back. I said go back. So guess what? Now you're stuck with me. There's no excuses why you're not to $1 million, all right, in the corporate structure, or to $5 million plus. All right, your lack of knowledge is what's holding you back. All right, the ultimate goal, we get to do this today. So I got a book coming out next year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. You see, being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. Ultimate goal, that's the hardest thing to be every day. But again, let's show you some goodies, how we get past go. How about the Lamborghini collection, the Duffy, the mansions? How about, I used to kick the door jam when I was 10. When I start kicking the basketball hoop, they go, what? White men do jump! Only stupid people say we don't. So understand something. I hold the record for the highest kick on the planet. I've reached every goal I've ever had. Why haven't you? Where do you park your race boats? I park mine in the backyard. Helicopter, you dock, yachts, and Ferraris. Isn't it about time you learn how to play and stop being a procrastinator today? But again, you have to learn Ray's rules. You got to learn to play. You got to learn that blueprint every step of the way. And you have to learn to see it, believe it, go get it. Now, I need you to write down section 611 right now. Write it down. They say you can rebuild your credit yourself. So go for it. But the bottom line is you need some rules and tools. See, credit repair, I'm sorry, is a fraud. Ultimate goal, I don't say it. The Federal Trade Commission says it every day. They're not even allowed to collect money up front, but they all do. Somebody ought to knock them down. All right, they're going to do a credit repair sweep and put them all out of business. Now, understand something. I sued the Better Business Bureau in 1979. I won. Nobody paid attention. But you know the Better Business Bureau is a fraud. All right, because they have an F rating themselves because they can't rate themselves. Nobody rates them. They're not a government agency. And you know what? They got indicted in 2013 as a fraud and kicked out of cities too. So be careful who you trust. CNN, all right, will always tell you the Better Business Bureau is a fraud. So will 2020. So you understand today when I say Lexington Law and CreditRepair.com on the BBB. Says they have 4 government agencies chasing them and 755 complaints. Oh, I can tell you, if you're dealing with a company like this, be careful. All right, that's up to you. Lex, basically LifeLock. Oh, Mark started that, one of my clients years ago. He was kind of a crook back then. I wonder what he's doing today. Oh, he had to step down from his company anyway. Why? They've been indicted so many damn times, it's ridiculous. The last indictment was $100 million. LifeLock is a fraud. If you're paying that, be careful. It's up to you. Federal Trade Commission says credit repair is a fraud. They're not allowed to collect money up front, so what about me? Well, the reality is simple. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. See, if you're writing silly letters to the credit bureaus or the credit repair company it usually makes them maybe write off one item or two. From there, it makes them be very aggressive at you, and then your score goes, plop. Your goal should be a 750 score. See, here's the problem with most people that hire credit repair companies. They haven't paid their debt. They think they can hide. They think someone's got a magic wand. Mine's broken. Can I borrow yours? You see, credit repair does not remove your debt. It's where you got to man up or woman up and negotiate something. The only way to get a 750 is pretty simple. Open collection account and negotiate. Get your debt to ratio to 25, 29% I set up with Yarborough years ago. From there, you can do a rapid rescore. So that way you can get your 750 score and go get some goodies too. But it's all up to you. So here's what happens in my program. I'm online 6 days a week. And I always have classes for you so you learn, you can ask questions too. But again, there's no magic wand. You have to be part of the program. You got no choice. Because there's things you need to do. I'm going to give you the first 25 steps today. Over here, this is just goodies I obtained, just a couple of them. And on top of that, I don't use clip art. So understand today, go to annualcreditreport.com, raisecredit.com. Either way, give me the report numbers right away. That's what I need from you, step 1. Next, what I want you to understand something is I want to analyze your credit. I want to tell you exactly through an analyzations within 24 hours, or literally, how you can go get what you want to do. So someone's asking a question, what does an analyzation cost? I usually do it part of a package to answer your question. But again, if you want me to analyze you, I charge you $250. Okay? Then you call the office and you get a hold of a salesperson. All right, one of the basically consultants as well. You know what they're going to do? They're going to write up an order to help you. That's what they're there for. Simple. You see, an average case can take 90 working days, but I need you to do some parts on your part too. Again. Now, I'd like you to understand how it works. Can you get out your Social Security card? It's in your personal wallet right now. Here's the application for Social Security card. I'm sorry, you never paid attention to the application. Maybe you got an SSN or mommy did it when Nixon took the gold standard out. But it's up to you. Let's look at line 1. Let's pay attention. See, I'm the one who always tears things apart. Line 1 says name to be shown on card, full name other than birth, and other names you use. Your SSN was for your 1040 tax return. Had nothing to do with credit in the first place. When you look at your Social Security card, it usually says, flat out, Do not use for ID purposes. Do not laminate. Don't carry with you. Then it always says property of government agency. All right, Social Administration. That's the IRS, by the way. So let's understand something. When you read the card, you learn how to play. Your SSN for the 1040 tax return. That way they can track your income, tax you now, you get the leftover. Isn't that fun? That's how it works. So you got some choices today. It's pretty simple, up to you. So let's remember, your first job. When you got your first paycheck, you thought you were being ripped off. Half the money's gone. Where's my money? Reality is the IRS gets their cut before you get the leftover. That's why it makes us sheep and ducks. All right, the bottom line is when they sue you, you got a duck. So you got choices today. Biggest problem, most of you, sorry to say, probably all of you, you didn't look at the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, which allows an SS4 and an SSN, understanding the two. Your biggest problem is you. So let's do this today. Let's understand something. Why don't you write down 1244 and go to the irs.gov and check it out. Did you know you can take an SSN and SS4 and file one tax return called an S-Corp and almost pay no tax at all? You see, you got to play the ultimate goal. We get one SSN. That's why 9 out of 10 people have bad credit. They use it for credit purposes. Corporation gets an SS4. They have to file 1120. And when they sue the corp, they sue you. Where's my line of defense? What do I do? What do banks and grocery stores in cities and rich and famous people do? Lay off subsidiaries. So let's understand something under the division process. I wrote the rules and tools and created in 85 and 86. I've been around a long time helping people about personal business credit. If you listen, if you get divisions under a corporation, that's part of a corporate umbrella. And every division gets credit up to $250,000 plus if you want. You see, when you jack this up, you didn't give yourself a second chance. You can't write out diddly squat and you drop your score to that's not good. So let's understand today, I want you to think about becoming a certified CFO. I want you to go to my classes. I want you to reprogram your brain into millionaire status. You see, you chose SSN because someone told you to. That's like a sheep. If you would have looked at SS4, the ultimate goal, flying eagle, I think that would make more sense. So now what do we have to do? I have to rebuild you. I have to qualify you as a CFO for a corporation or divisions. Then at the same time, I'd like to do a division of you. All right, using an SS4, the ultimate goal. But that's going to be up to you too. So I want you to think about choosing wisely from now on. But it's a goal. As we play, put all your ducks in a row. When I was a kid, they said that, and they didn't know what they're talking about, so I had to create it for them. Simple. Remember that application for Social Security card? That was for the SSN, only for 1040 tax return, purpose to track your income. The left-hand corner says SS5. Well, that's IRS. So if we look at the SS4, we look at line 1 now, we look at one thing, legal name of entity or individual person. So a corporation, a subsidiary, a division, or whatever you're going to do, entity. So when Bank of America bankrupt 5,000 locations, got a tax credit. Chase, Wells Fargo, that Wells Fargo, they have $4 billion fine again. That makes basically $25 billion, could be being crooks. It's all over the internet, check it out. So the understand is basically on line 1, if you allow me to put your name on line 1, I'm allowed to build a credit report for you. Would you like a division of you? But again, I think you should. But again, what can I say? I want you to be a certified CFO. So let's understand this form. We're going to tear it apart. We're going to understand line 9 says reason to apply. You see it right there. It says banking and credit purposes. So every tax ID, I can set up a cash report for banking and credit purposes, and I don't have to be the duck and bring the pain home, because that's called stupidity. The reality is it's the only form that allows you to get more than one per entity. But again, why do I want to do a corporation? Let's see. You receive a paycheck. It's taxed. You get the leftover, then you're supposed to pay your bills. A corporation receives money, doesn't pay tax, called buffering tax, until it makes a profit. You think you should play yet? And then a corporation is allowed to get corporate cash credit. Oh, I like this. I get to write off the interest rate and the credit card and the line of credit. Can't do that for me. Why would I want to be me? That's no damn fun. So we got choices today. It's very simple. I can buy a car at fleet price and register as a division. So I don't have to be a duck and a bumpity bump. I get to go to the hotel and get the free buffet. I like that. Now that's all the corporation should do. A division, listen carefully, you didn't give yourself a line of defense. That's your biggest problem. You have a corp today and they sue it because you're doing business, they're going to come get you. It should be a management company managing divisions. That's what rich and famous people do, banks, grocery stores, and everything around you, but you're not paying attention. You're following like sheep. So you have choices. Create your line of defense. They're cheap. Multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, and multiple credit reports, and real estate separate liability. Ooh, I like that too. So there's your line of defense, what you've been missing all along. I created in 85 and 86. Why have you took so long to get here today? I've been playing for 44 years. I'll give you a statement of guarantee. As long as you're part of the program and you do exactly what I ask you to do, I'll guarantee 100%. Because it's not hard to get somebody a 750 score, as long as they pay attention. Now, violation, please don't do that. Don't jack up your credit cards. Don't apply during the program. Don't crash the wrap or rescore, because I pay for the first one for you. Next one's on you. So if you ever violate, it's simple. You call 800-510-3338. You ask for the floor manager's name is Santos, and then he has to have you analyzed. We'll charge you $250 for that. And on top of that, you know what we're going to do? We're going to charge you a fee, or we're going to close your case. We didn't ask you to jack it up and apply for credit. Don't blame us for your stupidity. Own it up. Man up, woman up. See, this side changes because you did SSN credit. Remember, your past can't chase your future. Ultimate goal simple. You got an IRS problem? You know the IRS has to, because Constitution, they have to offer you an offer in compromise. So IRS.gov 656 form 433A and B, you can solve your problem today. But it's up to you. You see, the biggest problem you got to do is man up, woman up. You see, when these credit repair flaky companies, or you write stupid letters to the credit bureau, or you're trying to trick a computer, your creditor kind of gets a little pissed off. But then they come after you very aggressive, and your score goes down, 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 down. Well, that's what it does. I thought your goal was a 750. What happened to that? You see, credit repair does not pay off your debt. And that's what you thought. They had a magic wand? I mean, that's kind of stupid for people to think they have a magic wand. Rapid Rescore, Rapid Refresh, I created them 38 years ago when I was teaching Ken Yarborough and playing with Harold Stokes, okay? What does it do? Look there, she got 157 points. So let's understand. Rapid Refresh blocks bad stuff usually, pops scores up, and creates some green lights. Green lights. Remember the word green lights. So let's see. She's a nice lady. She's got a 651 here, but she's had it for 4 years. And then she's using half her credit cards. I asked her in person, I said, ma'am, why are you only using half your cards? My attorney, my CPA, and my banker told me to. I said, would you please quit listening to Dumb and Dumber? See, you have no green lights in the bottom. That's why you can't get corporate credit. You can't be the CFO. So I did the Rapid Rescore for her, and look what happened on her here. Here's some green lights, right there. So we can build her up and away and get her past 750. Ultimate goal. Nice couple. They had a bankruptcy attorney. Him and his wife were both bankruptcy bloodsucker attorneys. And they convinced him to file bankruptcy they didn't need. And they said they couldn't get credit for 10 years, so I got him a card right away. Is that okay? Next thing, we got choices to play. So let's understand something today. It's very simple. This guy, look, he's late on his car payment. He's late. He needs some money to negotiate some of the crap he created. Here's $3,000. That'll help him a little bit. That's the ultimate goal. See, Rapid Rescore takes 40 to 200 points up and away. Now, Rapid Rescore normally is $4.99 for 90 days. I pay for the first one for every client. All right? The bottom line, that's how they get the discount too. And then a year's worth of Rapid Rescore is about $2,000. But here's the thing. The bonus you get today, if you call one of the operators now, one of the specialists, you can get a Rapid for $199. That's right, as long as you call now. The reality is, if you want next year, the whole Rapid year, It's $6.99, but you got to make the call now. Ultimate goal. This is usually during the broadcast only. You better call. Ultimate goal, getting a 750 score. Not hard to do, as long as you're part of the program. And you follow through. Can I get you to follow through, please? That would be the greatest gift for you and me. The bottom line is, remember, getting a 750 score. If you got an open collection account, pay it, negotiate it. Get your debt to ratio to 25-29%. What I set up with TRW years ago, training Ken Yarborough. As we played the game, rapid rescore. If you did that, you get a 750 and above. How hard is that to do? So if you want that 750 score and get all the goodies like I've had all my life, you get to play. See, I never brought the pain home like you. Why would I? All right? Why would you? So if you allow me to rebuild your credit, I give you the rapid rescore. From there, you're in class on Saturday. You're guaranteed a 750 as long as you do what you're told to do. We normally charge $1,000. Then we give you a $500 card back to you. During the broadcast, I discount it to $4.99. That means I'm paying the rapid for you. Simple. That gives you the choice, very simple, for $4.99. Call a specialist now. Ultimate goal. Are you Zelle? Take a picture of Zelle. I love Zelle. Ray Reynolds recipient, that's me. Ray@racecredit.com. And the message always puts what you Zelle for. So you can Zelle now, or you can call the office right away. It's going to be up to you. You got choices today, and their phone number is 800-510-3338. But that pricing is only good during the webinar. It means now, Zelle. Up to you. You see, I'll give you $10,000 of bonus cash credit if you give me 5 referrals that sign up today. Now I need you to call the phone number. Can you write it down, please? 888-567-8688. I'd like you to opt out for 5 years. Here's your biggest problem. You're on the national mailing list because you're a voter, corporation, or you have a cable bill. You did it to yourself. That's how you created robocalls and junk mail. Opt out for 5 years or a lifetime, please. As we play the game, ultimate goal, step 4. Now let's understand today. I want you to start planning the problem. When I was a little kid selling seeds, clackers, and mowing yards and people stealing my money, I was paying rent at 8 years old. Well, the government's paying these people. They were charging me rent, stealing my money. But you know what I did? I researched about savings bonds. They didn't know what that meant, so I saved and I protect my money. Now, it's kind of like you today. If you got kids or grandkids, why don't you look up double E bonds? That way that pays for their education if they don't get grants, student grants and everything else, and scholarships like my 6 kids did. Okay? So that way they can pay for it. And remember, planning the problem, you got a choice. You allowed someone to knock you down and rip you off, probably a friend and family member. And you spent thousands, some didn't work. Now I need you to write down safety credit. Can you do that for me? Every card in your purse or wallet needs a sticky. I want the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Simple. If we write down the limit and we maintain 25% always and we don't go past 21%. What I designed for TRW and Aspirant through Yarborough years ago, it's called the line of defense. You got choices today. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. Ultimate goal. So when your loan person tells you need to be 40 to 50%, that's full of, you know what? 2008, the stated income and countrywide, all those liars, buyers and liars, they screwed it up for themselves. 2008, I'm doing up to $1 million a day. You got to do something today, create your line of defense, and stop bringing the pain home. Is that okay with you? So let's learn to play. I'm going to tell you again to balance your debt. Again, what did I say? Balance your debt. If I get you a credit card for $10,000, what I want you to hear and say back to me, Ray, it's $10,000, but I'm good for $2,900. Because you used $1 more, plop, there goes your score. Now you can't get any more, and you brought the pain home to you and your family. It's called stupidity. Why would you do that? Or it's like when you jack up your card, you should have asked for a bigger limit. You see, there's a science behind the madness. Now, all cards but 2 use the 29% rule. So understand, there's only 2 cards that I'll call perfect cards. So let's understand. They have paid over time and unlimited. So let's remember this. All right? These cards paid over time and unlimited up to $1 million. Now, I charge $1,000 to build that up for you because I got to do it to my dashboard and all kinds of work for you. So again, if you want a specialty card, you let me know. But again, if you don't, that's up to you. These tend to help you balance this, so you don't bring the pain home again. But again, it's up to you too. So let's think about today. You lost your job, you have an emergency, what do? Everybody does the same silly thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, and then they go jack up their cards. I would have told them to call your creditors and increase your limit so you don't jack it up past 29%. They didn't bother. They just screwed it up and brought the pain home. That's why I call it stupidity. Now today, you need $5,000. Now. Oh, goody. Go ask your friends, your family at the bank. They usually say no. You know the average person wastes $50 every other day? So if I take this $5,000 card in my hand and I max that sucker out, the payment is $50 a month. So I could have a safety card, or for the average person what they waste on a given day, and make sure I got a safety card for my family and me. Simple. Then the next thing, that's $140 a week. That's $600 a month. So if I took $50,000 off of a corporate credit card, and I took $50,000, the payment is $612.26. So that means what the average person wastes in a given month, they could have had $50,000 and bought 2 pizza restaurants during a drive-through in a pandemic. How about some common sense? Amazing how that works. So let's understand. Reach in your goal and believe in yourself. Because you got to get through this mind thing. See it, believe it, go get it. I believe in God first, and I believe in me. When I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet and the fastest kick in 1981, I just wanted to prove white men do jump, and stupid people say we don't. I hear dummies all the same. White men can't jump. That's funny. I hold the record. So understand today, when Nixon took the gold standard out, I don't think you paid attention to that too. Can you write down Ray's rules one more time, please? Write down Ray's rules. Let's get you a couple cards up to 100,000. Now, this is very simple. If you don't use more than 29%, that'll give you safety credit of $71,000. In case blankets the fan, lost your job, or pandemic. So let's understand. When you use your personal credit and you jack it up, or you can't ride a dilly squat and you get stuck, you brought the pain home. That's why you don't use personal credit for start a business. That'd be just stupid. And you're not stupid. You wouldn't do that, right? When you use corporate credit, you have to write off the interest rate in the credit card and the line of credit. If you win, you absorb the taxation. Usually, if you lose, you bankrupt a division and you get another one. That's how you get a second chance. Why didn't you give yourself a second chance? I know, I hear it all the time. Ray, nobody told me. No one told me. I wanted out of hell. So that's why I do research on everything that I say and do. And I wanted to get my million. I did that at 14 and a half. Why didn't you? Get your cake and eat it too. No more excuses. Ray's rules. All right, step 7 today. Become a certified CFO and stop bringing that pain home. That's all I got as a kid. That's what motivated me to get out of hell. See, your choice is simple today. Learn to play. There I am, dead. Each one in one. Simple. Google the address. You'll find out I'm telling you the truth. It'll set you free. See, the devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down. All right? See, God's delays aren't God's denials. We got choices today. Here's the NACB. All right, certifying me as a number one consultant for worldwide personal business credit, even signed by the security chief at TOW in Experian. Simple. Isn't that fun? Now, here's what I want you to do. I want to help you blueprint your life so you break even personally. I want to blueprint that for you. I want anything above break even going to the corporation. I want you to stop bringing the pain home, and I want you to balance your debt. Can you pay attention to that today? From here, we're going to get all kinds of corporate credit. Now, by the way, there's only 10 great applications on the planet. A corporation is a legal person, so we're going to say Corporation Credit Life. How about we get 10 cards per entity? That means that's $1 million plus. So bottom line is simple. It's not legal accounting advice. It's just using my blueprint, teaching you how to play. See, I want you to look in front of you. This is from the banks. Simple. If you're the owner today, now, and the owner in January, and I build you up, that means you get a line of credit up to $150,000 per entity. Per what? Entity. So we can play with Wells Fargo Bank, we can play with Bay of A, Chase Bank, all the other banks, and even U.S. Bank. You got 9 of them that do this. So for every entity you have that's done now, that means this year, You're entitled up to $150,000 per entity. How many would you like? So when we get to that rebuilt you, and we get to that 100,000 and more, that's the ultimate goal. But again, here you go for current clients. These are fallout prices. You save 60%. But it's only during the broadcast, so you got to call the specialist now, if you want it right away. But again, that's only during the broadcast. Now, I got 2 extra ones. These are people that didn't pay their balances. I have a $30,000 line of credit. Their balance is $999 and they're not paying it. So if you take over that payment, I'll add it to your program. You got a $70,000 balance or a line of credit. Their balance is $1699. But again, this is good only during the webinar. And then you get to call the specialist now. And the ultimate goal is for you. For now, there's 18 expos next year. Maybe you think about the 4 points of income. Number 1, I'd think about franchise. They stay open during pandemic. How about real estate, profit sharing, leveraging money? I just like to get you ready for next year. You see, the ultimate goal is up to you. Now, let's look at this chapter 18. A corporation is a legal person. It may sue or be sued. Okay, let's circle that. Next thing is, I learned that at 7.5, listening to the poker game at Mrs. Hope's house on a Wednesday night. They had one every Wednesday night. No problem. From there, you know what I had to do? I went to the library the next day. I asked, and I went to the Torrance Police Department, library next door. Ma'am, what does this mean? She didn't say a word. She was rude. She walked away, came back. Here's a microphone, here's a book. She was a So I read the book. But then I got a little pissed off and said, you know, I got to figure it out myself. There's no blueprint. So I went back for 2 years. And I found out corporations are free and you pay a little filing fee. So when you pay for a corporation to an attorney or CPA and incorporating service, you killed money. That's called stupidity. They're free in all 50 states. I'm the founder of Helping Hand. I did that at 9.5. 100,000 of credit in the mail. I got named in the movie Dave. Don't you want to play? See, the problem is you, again. You get 1 SSN. That's why people screw it up. They don't know how to play. You get 1 SS4 for the corp. And if they sue the corp, they sue you. Well, that sucks. How do rich and famous people, how do the banks and grocery stores and cities do it? They use subsidiaries. I want you to use divisions because they're cheap and they're easier to do. Let's play today. Would you like to learn how to play some more? Become a certified CFO? All right, and reprogram your brain into millionaire status? But again, you got to learn the blueprint, learn how to play. You got to pay attention today. It's called see it, believe it, go get it. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. This is the dashboard. I'm an affiliate, 119 creditors. There's only 10 worth a darn anyway. Let's see what it says. I'm requesting on the behalf of a corporation, division, subsidiary, or you. So I'm allowed to build a cash report under tax ID. See, you took 3 years to build your personal credit. And you're learning things today you should have known all along. Sorry, it's just true. A corporation's entitled to cash credit. So are the divisions. Isn't that fun? And you get to write off the interest rate in the credit card. I like that. You can become a certified CFO. Now, I pulled off a stunt years ago just to have fun. I built $1 million of credit for my cat. Meow! All right, not even like cats, but there are alleys I got a cat. It was the middle of the street. I picked it up and became my cat. $1 million bucks. That's what they did. I wanted to prove my point. Harold Stokes, he almost turned green when I did that. I wanted to prove my point. See, when Inc. magazine interviewed me, and I said use plastic to finance your business, what's in the article, Donald Duck or me? You got choices today. Cats have 9 lives. Why don't you? Why did you bring the pain home and never have a backup on a backup? What's wrong with you? Are these broken? Can you turn them up or something? Line of defense, line of defense. Now, I'd like to build a division of you. That way you can be another CFO and quit bringing the pain home. But that's up to you, too. You see, here's what happens. If you allow me to get you the tax ID for the corporate, the divisions, I'll set up the cash reports. I'll build you some cash credit as a bonus for you, and I'll line you up from checkbook money. Is that okay? I like checkbook money. So let's understand why division. The line of defense. They're cheap. Multiple functions. Buy at wholesale price. All right, multiple credit reports. From there, real estate and separate liability. That allows me to set up a cash report for Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. How many would you like? All right, it's going to be up to you. So I came up with a chart years ago after I developed divisions for all of you of how many you need to reach a goal. If you say you want to get $1 million of corporate credit, you're going to need 9 divisions. That's usually $4,500 for the divisions. From there, if you say 5 million, like the IRS says 5 million is below a small business, it takes 44 divisions. See, math never lies. I love that, the line of defense, to reach your goal, but it's up to you. Let's pretend today you're going to do exactly what I want you to do. I'd like to get you a gold card, but I charge a premium for that because I have to do a lot more work for you. It's unlimited, up to $1 million, and it's got another limit called paid over time. Now, if you allow me to do it for the corporation, I'll also get you one for every division. Is that okay? Would you like 9 or 10 of them? Wouldn't that be $1 million to $10 million of credit? Every property I ever obtained, I got 2 divisions. I know what I have to pay the bank, but what about the person I leased the property to? What if they slip, fall, and want to sue me and take everything I got? Got to plan the problem, right? How about a franchise? Every time you drive through McDonald's, it says operating owned by. So the bottom line is simple, like one of my projects I'm working on right now. It's called Faizuli's Colombian Coffee. All right, I want to become Starbucks competition. Having fun. But again, that's just me. See, remember, banks require 2 years. Every entity, every corporation, you need done now, and you're almost out of time. Bank of America, Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank, and other banks. That's how you multiply the line of credit called checkbook money as well. Again, I want you to think about something today. If you took one credit card and you loaned that $50,000 to 5 people and had fun, you just created basically $5,000 a month income to the corporation. You can actually create your own income up to $10,000 to $20,000 a month. You can replace your income or enhance it. It's up to you. As we play the game, let's remember today, it's very simple. When I created my first matrix, and this is in my book called Buckets of Money, 121 divisions, I created up to $120,000 a month income. Craig, my tax attorney, who freaked out, what did you do? It works. Oh, goody. Then it became 190,000 plus. I like income. Don't you? You see, I like mansions. I like mansions. Which one you like? Oh, there's only a couple of them. You ought to see the other ones too. We get to play. I like playing in the largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor. $100 million building, Lamborghini too. Oh, which one you like? You like this one? You like that one? You ought to see the other collection too. We got yachts and race boats. Oh, kind of goodies. With my name on the side of them. RayReynoldsUniversity.com. Helicopters, Lamborghini buildings. Oh, I like goodies. You understand? I wanted out of hell so bad I learned how to play, and I wrote the blueprint for you. Now I need you to understand something. If you have a corporation doing business and liability, that's called stupidity. Your corporation should be a management company, managing divisions, creating the line of defense like banks, grocery stores, and cities do. Right in your face. So what do we get to do? Let's write down the 3-step I kind of created for you. I invented it for you. It's simple. 3-step. If we have a problem with the division, we're going to disconnect, isolate, we're going to incorporate. We're going to try to save that sucker, but if we can't, you know what we're going to do? We're going to bankrupt it, and we're going to get another one. Hey, that's what the cities and states do too. You never had to bring the pain home. Your problem is you didn't learn to play. You don't understand. Sorry. All right, this is number 14. It's simple. The Constitution writes, you can get divisions and tax IDs and play and never bring the pain home to you. I don't know why you brought the pain home in the first place. When I do divisions, pay attention. What I do is I give you a piece of paper, you name them, and then you basically give it back. We put the paper together, send it to you, sign it, you mail it away, it comes back. When it comes back, I want you to give me a copy. I would like to get the tax ID, add 2,000 of history, understand, and that way we have the credit report sitting there ready to go, and that's important. You see, to put in the history there, it keeps the credit reports alive. So when we pop credit now. But I charge $500 a piece for all that work. So basically it's $1,500 for 3. Today, last final chance. You blow this, that's on you. A division of you is $299, period. 3 divisions, $599. 9 divisions, normally $4,500. It is $999. Those prices are good during webinar. You better call a specialist now. The ultimate goal. Only during the broadcast. After the broadcast, they're going to charge you $4,500 for 9. So the bottom line is you. Now, if you already got 9 divisions from me, all right, because I want you to have at least 18. And what happened when I was a kid? They said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. All this stupid thing that grown-ups said. I thought they were stupid when I was a kid. When I grew up, I realized they were stupid. Sorry. You see, if you got 9 divisions already through me, I want to give you 9 more for $499. That's right. If you already got the first 9, let's get you 9 more. But then you got to call the specialist now. If not, you don't get it. All right. The bottom line is you screwed up. Take a picture of Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. The ultimate goal. See, we got 10 days left. 6 working days. We got to get the paperwork done today, now. But again, I don't control time, neither do you. I want the 2 years. So every entity, every division, every corporation, as long as it's done in 2022 and 2023, it's on its 2nd year. How many lines of credit would you like up to $150,000 called checkbook money? It's going to be up to you. See, I like you to have $1 million of credit cards rather than trading credit card. Simple. Then I like you to have up to $5 million in checkbook money. That, I think, should be your goal. But it's up to you. So today, for customers and non-customers, I'm online 6 days a week, live. I answer questions. I don't have any BS to give you besides the truth. The bottom line, I like live. All right, in person or online. It's kind of fun. Now, I got this thing about 2023. It's my final year. That's right, 45 years next year. So the whole next year, I'm going to be working the 6 days a week helping all of you. After that, 2024, I'm going on a business trip. Ultimate goal. We're going to go to our castle in Ireland. Now, let's understand, I have this boot camp coming up. It's really a kind of setting the tone kind of thing. It's 3 days. It's online, all online. All right, it is the 27th, 28th, 29th. You got to sign up today so I can get everything set up for you from history to rapids and everything else. If you do this one, I want to give you $14,000 of bonuses. Level 1, 2, 3 specialty classes as well for 90 days. How about we add $50,000 of credit? If I build up $50,000 for you, I charge you $5,000. So we're going to go through the 18 books and CDs for those 3 days. Ultimate goal, normally $10,000. Today it is discounted to $4,999 during the broadcast. It's simple. Cutoff is now. Your choice is simple. If all you want is the 3 days event, it's $1,000 a day. Very simple. Now, I answered a question the other day, and this is simple. If you are one of the people that have your wife, husband, whatever, you want to go to the boot camp as well, online, someone asked, could I get a discount for the second person or a person? So here's what happens today. During this broadcast only, you get all 3 days. No bonuses, but you do is get 3 days of the Setting the Tone boot camp with me online, as long as you do $9.99 during the broadcast. That's right. Instead of $1,000 a day, you pay 1 day, you get all 3 days. But again, that has to be basically call their Zelle now, or call the specialist right away. Now, the Ray Reynolds Millionaire Member, this is a special program. All right, we're putting 25 people. We had 2 fall out this morning because they didn't pay their balance, so you're out. Simple. 6 months boot camp. All right, so the cutoff is today. Simple. I have to personally call you. We're going to spend up to an hour on the phone. I want to blueprint you and inventory you. In other words, we're going to go through the personal business, about personal credit, bank accounts, all the things you're trying to do. And we want your projection to be $5 million. We're allowing 25 people in. The ultimate goal, it's a 6-month boot camp program. This means cutoff is now. We're going to do a Zoom every 2 weeks, with the whole 25 people. Ultimate goal. So the goal should be $5 million, because what I'm going to do is give you up to $100,000 of credit. So that way you can learn how to daisy chain that for every division on top of that too. First Zoom is January 9th. Alright, so you got to do it today, now, or you're out. Simple. You got a balance to do. You better talk to someone right away, or if not, I'm opening the door for somebody new because you didn't pay your balance for you. Simple. Now, I'm going to be calling you every week. Personal call too. We got choices. 6 months. Alright, you're getting level 1, 2, 3 in specialty classes. January 2nd is your first class as a bonus. That's why you have to sign up now. From there, your goal should be a $5 million goal. 100,000 of credit I'm going to give you. I'll build up to 100,000, teach you how to personally daisy chain for the divisions. Ultimate goal. Normally, it's a $20,000 to $30,000 package because 100,000 of credit is usually 10,000 to build you up. Today, it is 5,000 down and 5 payments of $1,000. If you pay in full, you save a 10% discount. But if it's not done right away, sorry, you're out. Okay, we lost 2 today because they didn't pay their balances. The ultimate goal, only 25 people. This is a once in a lifetime, my personal touch with you, like I did in 2008, having fun with people. You get the setting the tone for free. Free, all 3 days. It's up to you. It is a Zelle. Take a picture of Zelle. In the message, you put what you Zelle for. Bank, transfer, deposit, or wire. Call your specialist right away. Now, I also do specialty classes. Usually my Saturday is worth about 10 classes live, and it's fun. So these specialty classes, 8 of them in a row. This Friday, which is tomorrow, at 3 o'clock, we're going to go through the stock kit, membership kit. That's the blueprint, and that's the Bible of a corporation. So if you want, I always give the 90 days of all the specialties for $1,000. But again, today, if all you want is tomorrow's stock kit or membership kit class, is $299. But again, you got to call your specialist or Zelle it right away. It's up to you. Ultimate goal, don't ever forget. Banks require this. You can verify it on every line of credit on the internet. They want you to be the owner for 2 years. Up to $150, no tax return. So the bottom line is how much lines of credit you want per entity. That'll be up to you. Every cash application requires a certified CFO. A certified CFO. You're not getting cash credit unless I build you up anyway. So here, every entity should have $100,000 of business credit cards. So the business credit card's $100,000. Then we should focus every entity for that checkbook money up to $150. So that's the beginning of credit. Then we can push them up to $1 million. All that's a write-off, the interest rate in the credit card. See, I'm sorry, when you use your personal credit and you can't write up diddly squat, you got stuck, you brought the pain home, that's kind of silly and dumb. If you use corporate credit, borrow money's not taxable, so you can write out the interest rate in the credit card. And you can finance the business and get the American dream. If you lose, you can bankrupt a piece of a division if you had to, but no intent to do fraud. If you win, you usually absorb the taxation. So understand, when you do retire, your bills don't go away. This is having your cake and eat it too, by the way. Ray's rules. All right? Stop bringing the pain home and become a certified CFO. Ultimate goal. So what I used to do in audiences, it was always fun. All right, when I had my big event at the pond years ago and I shut down the 57 freeway, you know what? I made them stand up with their arms out. One hand says SSN, and quack like a duck and be a sheep. The other hand says SS4. Now what does this do? Listen carefully. Here you pay tax, SSN, before you get your leftover to pay your bills. Good luck with that. The SS4 doesn't pay tax till it makes a profit. So if you play using the IRS public records, you can play within the system and win. But again, I want you to go to irs.gov. I want you to look at the filing an S corporation and pay no tax almost at all. But again, it's up to you. You got to learn how to play. That's why I do classes 6 days a week. If I gave you a check for $1 million, what would you do? You put it in your personal bank account. I call that silly and dumb. You say, my tax attorney told me to. You only get to keep $375. Come on. I would have told you put it in a division of you for the corporation. That way you pay all the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. You ever notice rich and famous people don't pay tax because their lines of credit are more than they bring in? Winning the battle. All right, step 8, you get to play today. Now, Richard didn't listen to me. He won Survivor the first show. All right, that $1 million he won, because he almost died twice on the show, he could have leveraged it to up to $20 million. But what did he do? He pissed it away. He went to prison for 3.5 years and 10 years probation, violated that and went back to. You see, you got the United States of America Incorporated. They set up 50 corporations. They're called states. States set up corporations called cities. They invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act in front of your face. They get to bankrupt the debt and stay in business. But you like bringing the pain home, don't you? I don't know why you do that. You never had to. Step 9. But again, it's a choice. Why don't you Google bankruptcy today? Google it. Here's where you have to man up or woman up and make a decision. The next time blank hits the fan, lost a job or pandemic, whatever it might be, are you going to use your SSN to be a duck and bring the pain home to your family? Or a tax ID for corp division subsidiary? Who's going to be the duck the next time? All right, it's going to be up to you. You got to make a decision. Ultimate goal. So my dashboard say yes or no. It's very simple. If you add you to the credit system, you'll get your $5 million mansion too if you want to. Got to do a rapid rescore always. A rapid rescore today, if you want it, it's $199 for 90 days. Usually it's $500, $2,000 for a year. So the ultimate goal today for $199, and if you're in one, get another one. It helps expedite it, and that's kind of fun. But the ultimate goal, if you want a whole year next year, is $699. But again, it's only during the broadcast if you call your specialist. Now, $499, a $500 card back to you so you break even, means I'm paying your rapid refresh on the first one. So don't screw it up. All right, now if you want me, I'll build you $1 million of credit if you want, up to that. But you got to go to class and learn how to be a certified CFO. Without that, you're just kidding yourself. So what did you do? You got a corporation? Oh, goody. You paid an attorney a CPA incorporating service, and you didn't learn diddly squat. There's no value in that, by the way. So understand today, even California is waiving the fee. All corporations are free right now in California until June of next year. You got choices to play if you want to. You don't have to be a sheep. You can learn from yourself. Here's a starter package for beginners. Rebuild the credit, rapid rescore. Articles also is tax ID free. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. usually. From here, $5,000 of cash back to you. So here it is. The national average for a corp today is $2,900. You learn nothing. Here I'm going to discount the $2,000 in half. Become the certified CFO. $999. I'm going to give you $5,000 of cash credit back to you. 5 times your investment. All right, and all you have to do is call the specialist now during the broadcast. $1 million in the making, $5,000. You get $25,000. That's 5 times your money. But again, during the broadcast, I'm going to discount in half too. I want to give you 10 times your money. You invest $24.99 on you and repackage your life, and you know what's going to happen? You're getting 10 times your money back during the broadcast only. You better call a specialist now. All right, here's the Zelle. Put in the Zelle what you Zelle for. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. See, you got to beat your doubt. You're going to have to run your race. You're going to have to get out of my way while I rebuild you, please. See, God's gifts are pretty simple to do. I like getting past go. You like some goodies? God's gift, the mansion in the harbor too. Race boats and yachts, say the Ray Reynolds University.com. Why not? Helicopters, buildings, and Lamborghinis too. All right, see, your choice is simple. You can't find somebody on the planet that knows what I know. And no one's online 6 days a week live trying to help you, besides me. I'd like you to change your driver's license. I'd like you to go to dnv.whateverstateyouin.gov and order your driver's license and change the address. P.O. Box or mailing address, whatever your state allows you to do. Protect your privacy. That's step 12. Now, sorry, when you bought a car the way you did, sorry, that's silly and dumb. You went to the dealership, you got sweated for 5 hours, you lost $5,000 plus and got 9 inquiries. The paper you handed back to them, you should have wrote down last 1 inquiry. You should have took a picture to set the tone. You allowed them to do this to you too. I don't understand that. That's kind of dumb. You see, a car shouldn't even be registered to you. A car is very simple. It is fleet price, tax ID, all right, division. Doesn't show up on personal reports, don't need gap insurance, and it's a corporate write-off. And you learn to become a certified CFO. See, your car today, you're the registered owner, and above they sue you, and they take everything you got. You might want to change it to the division. That way they can get diddly squat. Plan the problem, please. Stop bringing the pain home. But again, that's up to you. I don't understand. Every property I obtain, I put in a division. I knew what I owed the bank, but the person I lease it to, that scares me. Because what if they slip, fall, and sue me and take everything I got? That's why divisions give you the line of defense. So your personal life, once you use your house payment, offset your taxes. Amazon paid no tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. Why would they pay tax? They know how to play, but you don't. So your choice is, there's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter on the line of credit within 24 hours. He's got a spaceship. Two other guys got spaceships too. Which one do you like, a spaceship too? See, you could be joining the club today and learning how to win the battle, but that's up to you. All right, step 15. So call 800-510-3338. Talk to your specialist now, because the pricing I'm giving is only good during the broadcast. And if you waste the time, when I'm done talking, you blew it, they're going to charge you the normal price to you. Run your life through a corporation or conjunction, please. That's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to focus today. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. See, your paycheck's taxable income. You pay the car payment on the leftover. Gas, registration, insurance, when you could say no. You could be driving a company car today. Why aren't you? Step 17. So I'd like you to go get an SS4 form today. I'd like you to look at line 10. It says banking and credit purposes right in front of you. From there, that's the IRS public record. You can find out by going to irs.gov. Get an SS4 form. I'm telling you the truth. And you don't have to be a duck anymore. Because if they sue you, you got a duck. Now, Nixon took the gold standard out. And every woman has to sign an SSN form for the baby now. Baby goes in the stroller in the car seat. It's not going to work, is it? Because it's got an SSN. So we got choices. Everything I do is rules and tools. All right? It's like when I buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. If you have a house today, it's not in a trust. I'm sorry, that's called stupidity. But they sue you, they take it away. When you die, it's stuck in a probate, your family got diddly squat. When you fix up a property and you hire the contractor, they hire the subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. If they slip, fall, and sue you, they take everything you got. My way, they're going to get diddly squat. But why not? So why don't you look up an irrevocable trust today? But that's up to you. By the way, that's step 19. 6 more to go. Ultimate goes up to you too. People say every day, Ray, I don't want to pay tax. I say, knock off the crap. All right? You can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. If you tried it, go to irs.gov, fix it. A 656 form of 433A and B. Basically, get your butt back in the system. That's step number 20 for you today. Ultimate goal. See, I like you to be an OPM. That's right, save up to 70%. And you fix up properties. You don't have a bill for 30, 60 to 90 days. If you close escrow up to $200,000 left over, why don't we leverage that to $20 million? But again, you don't even know what I'm talking about yet, but you will. Raise rules, leveraging money, borrow money not taxable. We're going to set up the line of defense. The ultimate goal, by the way, that's basically step 21. That's called blackjack. I like blackjack. Don't you like to win? But again, it's going to be up to you. So let's look at the Ray Reynolds University. 2008, up to $1 million a day. 2009, One Technology Drive, 22,000 square feet. Locations in 3 states, having fun. 2 people on a yacht died and came out from coma, being homeless again. What did I have to do? I used my closet divisions of me. I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. I don't stay down. It's about time you learn how to play using my blueprint. See it, believe it, go get it. Your goal is simple. Yes, I'll always tell you what to do, because I don't want you to screw it up. 1,000 steps to millionaire and to be a certified CFO. You got to get your checkbook money now. But that's up to you as well. Step 22. Ultimate goal, what's a corporation again? Legal person. I get credit under the corporation and the divisions, and I can get 1 gold card, platinum card, and I can ask for 9 more cards too. I could play as long as I do it Ray's way. See, your line of defense. I like to do division of you. Alright, so you have two CFOs, but again, it's up to you as you structure. I like to get the tax ID and build the reports for you. I want to build credit reports of Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. 7 reasons why you want me to do it for you. Line of defense, 9 divisions up to $1 million, 44 divisions up to $5 million. How much would you like? I like goodies and mansions, don't you? Which one do you like the best? We can have fun. But again, I like $100 million buildings and Lamborghinis too. Lamborghinis, all right, which one you like best? You got to see the collection, isn't it fun? Yachts and race boats too? Wow! Helicopters and buildings? I just like understanding how to play. Your biggest problem is you brought the pain home to you and your family. Why did you do that? I don't understand that. Focus. You got to master the 3-step if there's a problem with the division. You're going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. You're going to find like you know what to save. You can't save it. What are you going to do? Probably going to have to bankrupt that piece and go get another one. That's not what the cities did. All right, you got choices to play with divisions and tax IDs. I like that. Divisions are $500 a piece, 3 for $1,500 normally. Today, you get a discount for 1 division and you $299. 3 divisions normally $1,500, $599. 9 divisions normally $4,500. Today it's $999. If you call your specialist now. If you don't, you blew it because now we're out of time. So understand, if you got the 9 divisions from me, I want you to get 9 more. Why? Because I want you to have basically don't put all your eggs in one basket. All right. Every entity is allowed a line of credit up to 150. It's 150,000. So the goal is let's get them, all right, 2022 for 2023. But again, it's your choice. When you Zelle now, you put your Zelle, you put what you Zelle for, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Call your specialist right away. So a goal is simple. 6 days left. I got to get it done today. All right, if not, you blew it anyway. 2 years. I got to have that. So as we look at this today, don't forget my schedule. I'm online 6 days a week. So 2023, my final year, it'll be 45 years. So we're going to go on a business trip in 2024. Having some fun. Setting the tone, 3-day event with me. 3 days. Level 1, Level 2, Level 3 specialty classes, $50,000 of build-up credit for you, $14,000 of bonuses. We're going to go through on that 3 days, all right, all my 18 books and CDs, step by step, normally $10,000. Today it is $4,999. Ultimate goal. Cutoff is now. We have to understand today, if all you want is the 3 days, it's normally $1,000 a day. But answering that one question, I'm offering it today, last chance. If all you want is the 3 days, it's $1,000. Okay, ultimate goal. But you have to call your specialist right away. This is the ultimate one. This is where basically you're stuck with me. I'm going to treat everything you do as like I'm doing it myself for you. But I'm going to lead you. I'm going to show you exactly how to get to the water and how to drink it. But it's a 6-month boot camp. That's the goal. As we play, I got to interview you because I need to set up a blueprint. All right, every one of you, what you do for your personal life, business life, your goals, and I want your goal to be $5 million. Only 25 people get into this. We had 2 more openings today because they couldn't pay their balances. Again, it's very simple. I don't want more than 25 people. I don't want them talking over each other when we do the Zoom meetings every 2 weeks. So the bottom line is those 25 people up and away, their goal should be up to $5 million, all right, of credit. I'm going to call weekly, and from there you're going to get 6 months of all classes. Level 1, 2, 3 and specialty classes. First class starts January 2nd. So if you got a balance that's due, you better call Santos right away. All right, if not, we have to probably push you out of the program too. Goal should be $5 million. I want to build you 100,000 so I can teach you how to daisy chain it yourself and have some fun with that. So today it's offered for $10,000 paid in full, save 10%, $5,000 down, 5 payments of $1,000 a month. Ultimate goal, you're stuck with me for 6 months. This is my last and final thing I'm going to do as my finale. I'm not doing another one, so to answer your question, can I do the next one? The answer is no. The last time I did this was in basically 2008. My graduates were Speedy Cash, NoBeBroke.com, Title Max, and Cash Call. How do you think they learned to play? The bottom line is we're going to give you basically the 3 days of setting the tone as a free bonus too. There's your Zelle. There's bank transfer deposit right away. Offers to you, you better call your specialist right away. What are you willing to lose? Family? No. I never had a family until I got married and had 6 kids and 9 grandkids. So bottom line is I don't know what a family really is, but the one I created through God. So hurt the family? No. Corporation, they sue you. Divisions are your line of defense. See, if we play chess today, we're losing pieces of both sides. But at the end of the day, don't we both want checkmate? That's step 23. Ultimate goal is going to be up to you. Give me 5 referrals and sign up. I'll build you up to 10,000 in credit. Simple. You see, I want you to think about something. Reaching the goal, all right, simple. Think to be the impossible. I've done it all my life. Making millionaires into corporations, divisions, training people to be the certified CFO. Ultimate goal. Please understand something. If a corp or divisions aren't set up now, you can't classify it next year for 2 years, even if I have to build you up and away. Bank of America, all right, Chase, Wells Fargo, and U.S. Bank. So as many divisions you can line up, that's how you're going to apply for every corporation division as well, for lines of credit. Now, Fallout specials, 60% discount during the broadcast if you call your specialist now. Ultimate goal. I had 2 other ones added. $30,000 for $9.99. You pay the balance. You add $30,000 to your package. $70,000, $16.99. But again, you'd have to call your specialist right away, or you have to Zelle now. See, if you let me add you to my credit system, all right, I'm going to show you exactly how to get the American Dream. I'm going to analyze you right away as well. Ultimate goal. So remember today, never have joint credit, please. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. A corporation, just a piece of paper. Never pay besides the filing fee, please. I've been giving them away for 44 years. All right, you're going to have to set up divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, and your line of defense. Ray's rules. The reason I give bonus cash credit is so you can finance your business and write it all off and take away your excuses. Okay, most people have too many excuses, and that doesn't put food on the table. You got choices today. Step 24. Ultimate goal, up to you. 750 score. There's your goal. From there, I'm going to rebuild it as long as you're part of the program, go to class. I'm going to do the rapid rescore, pay the first one for you. From there, rapids cost $500 for 90 days, $2,000 for a year. Today, a rapid rescore to you. If you need to add it to expedite yours or another one, it's $199. All right, and if you want the whole year, it's $699 for you too. Ultimate goal. During the broadcast, you'd have to call a specialist right away. $499, literally rebuild you, $500 card back to you. From here, what happened next? Simple. Some of you got a corporation. You spent thousands of dollars and didn't do any good. Sorry, didn't do any good. You didn't learn diddly squat. So if you understand something today, corporations are free. All you pay is a little filing fee. That's all you have to pay, a little filing fee. California is waiving the fee till June of next year. So your goal is very simple. You don't have to be a sheep. You can start learning for yourself. Starter package, rebuild the credit. All right, rapid rescore. Articles also tax ID free. Set on level 1 with me twice a week at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I charge $9.99 and it's a giveaway and $5,000 cash credit back to you. Nobody does this on the planet besides me. Do you understand that? And I'm online 6 days a week. I don't have excuses, but those prices are good during a webinar if you call right away. Millionaire in the making, $25,000 of credit back as a bonus. You pay $24.99 and you learn all the goodies and repackage your life as long as you call during the webinar. So you got choices, Zelle, and a message, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. See, every one of you